Today is the 24th day in the month of January 2025. I am excited when it's Fridays because we get to unwind and then have a drink and then celebrate the weekend because the weekends are here. Welcome to Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching for the stars. Family and Values is a show that runs Monday to Fridays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and we discuss everything that has to do with relationship, parenting, kids, health issues, everything that concerns family. What is a family? Families togetherness, the bond, the unity. And we talk about those values that are gradually fading away. We bring them back to the awareness of the society. That's what the show is all about. But our Thursdays are strictly dedicated to health, where we discuss serious health issues. And of course, Friday, we try to calm it down with our youths, trying to give them the Gen Z vibes, You know how it is. It's always weekend, a day to weekend. So we try to relax, no tension, calm down. Like the young boy told the mother, Mommy, calm down. So yes, this Friday, we are going to be calming down. We are going to be relaxing here on the show. If this is the first time you're seeing this pretty and beautiful face, I am Princess Joy Ayo Abu. Of course, yeah, you know how we do it. Royalty speaks in our blood. Remember, it is a year of ever flourishing. This morning, I want to tell you something. No matter how little, learn the habit of almsgiving. Yes, very important. No matter how little, that's what I said. Learn the habit of almsgiving. Learn to reach out to someone, no matter how little. It could be as small as maybe a biscuit. Just have a spirit of giving in you, and watch God do miracles in your life. You cannot always want to receive and not give out. Yeah, no, it won't work that way. The principles of giving, sowing and reaping, it's always there. Welcome to the show. We are streaming live on Facebook, on our YouTube page. Download the Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go. A big shout out to our Star Times family. We love you. We appreciate you. Yeah, on my way to work this morning, somebody said, "Oh, please greet Mama Gen Z for me." And I was laughing. She didn't even say anything. She just said, "Please greet Mama Gen Z for me." So I knew, this one know me. Let me better respect myself and not say anything, And that was inside the bus where I was coming. So we love your viewers. We appreciate your feedback. Thank you very much. Today's show promises to be exciting. It's fun between us. It's going to be very interactive, very, very interactive. Trust me. And I'm not in the studio alone. Today somebody came and left her filler at home because the last time she came in this attire, she had her filler on. You know what I'm talking about? Welcome, Mama Josie. Good morning.
A beautiful morning to you.
Morning
Thank God
to
it's
you.
Friday, and it's always a privilege to be here. I tell you, it's a privilege because if not for God, only God knows how we would have found yourself here this morning. But He made it possible, He made it happen. So, formula for success for me is try as much as possible to wake up early, work hard, and you definitely strike oil. Yes, wake up early, work hard. I'm sure many of us have been working from Monday till today. And I'm sure we started early in the year, 1st of January. Yes, many started that way. People like us. And some started the following week. And by the end of the month, something is coming your way. So for everyone who has worked, who has labored, who has decided to do something tangible with their knowledge, the wisdom God has given unto them, and put effort into everything they have done in first month in the year. Just sit back and relax because it's about for you to be paid. It's towards the end of the month. So you're about to start striking the oil. And as many who are looking out for contract biddings here and there, yes, I'm sure someone has called you this month. So don't worry, all will be well. It's another beautiful day. My name is Olori Adejoke Adobi David, and my friends call me Olori AJ, essentially for joy. She called Mama Agency. I don't know who gave her that title. But she and Loga Johnny, it is God. Thank you for joining us. I'll be looking forward to having you this morning like never before. So stay tuned and enjoy the show.
Okay, stay tuned and enjoy the show. It promises to be another wonderful, just like I said, it's going to be very, very interactive, very, very educative. We're going to learn, both of us, myself, you, the viewers, and Mama Gen Z. Yes, I will still call her Mama Gen Z because she brings the Gen Z vibes, you know. Yeah, letting the Gen Zs know that we got you no matter what. Do we have any birthday shout out this morning?
Happy birthday to everyone celebrating today, tomorrow. And sister BC Shokoya Sholubi. Yes, BC Shokoya Sholubi, my classmate who went to school together. She's 50. She actually clocked 50 on the 23rd, and she'll be celebrating it tomorrow in a big way. So happy birthday to you, BC. I pray God will continue to help you, strengthen you, encourage you. Welcome to the fifth floor of life. And to everyone celebrating anniversaries, wedding, it's all going to be well. Don't worry. Don't let the economy come between you and your marriage. I tell you, this is the time you need to stick together. You need to be patient to work with one another. You need to tolerate. You have to love. Long suffering, learn to forgive. Now, if you have physical violence in your home, in your marriage, as much as possible, look out for a counselor, seek help, speak out. Speak out. It's time for you to speak out. If you are facing any form of trauma, mental issue from your partner, with your partner, in your home, please come out, speak, look for help, okay? And you'll surely find the help that you deserve.
Yes, look for help. Yesterday was my sister's birthday. She's a big sis to me, you know. She works with multi-choice and fun. Yesterday was her birthday, and this is me wishing you happy birthday, family and values, Galaxy. We love you. We celebrate you more years. Just like Olori has said, everyone celebrating. We wish you the very best. Okay, so today being Friday, we have something different for you. It's an interaction section between us and you. So you're going to be calling the studio lines after our mini feature to have our conversation. Now, this morning we are discussing screen time and technology, the effects on parenting generally. The effect on parenting generally. After the mini feature, we'll send in the teaser question that you will be responding to and let us know your experience. What is your view? What do you think about screen time and technology? How has it been with parenting? How far has it gone? That's going to be our conversation. After our mini feature, the phone lines will be open so you can call in. Opportunity to call in once again, like the one that admired us, that said, hey, don't worry, we are ready to receive all those admiration this morning because it's Friday. We want to relax. The studio lines are going to open is 080-2303-68656. So let's go on our mini feature, and when we return, don't worry, the first caller is going to receive a book as a gift. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Yes, from our mini feature, you have seen we are discussing screen time and technology. And it's going to talk about the effect on parenting and relationship generally. Yesterday, when we mentioned the topic for today, our guest just went, oh, okay. This is one conversation that has brought a lot of controversies. People will say, do not expose children to the internet. Some will say, give them the internet. And schools, in a way, have not helped us because they will always ask for research. They will always ask for internet. Most of the assignments are done on internet. A lot of them are done via laptops and this. Then during the era of COVID, the online learning came into place, and we had a lot of parents giving kids access to the internet because, yes, they needed to learn online from homes. And so that brought a lot of spark and exposure to technology and the screen time. And you know how children are, once you give them a phone, even they say, I want to make call, as they are dialing that number, they've gone somewhere else. And then parents that don't know how to operate their gadgets, all they have to do is buy it and give it to the child to maneuver and operate. And so the child know how to enter all those things. But then, World Health Organization says children below 1 year, 0 to 1 year, have no business with screen time. In other words, they have no business with iPad,
Okay.
with phone,
Okay.
with anything. So anything that your child cry, you just say take. I've seen parents, once the child doing, they give the phone. Now, what health organization says
going to
0
monitor
to
that?
1 year have no business.
I
And then
hear
they
you.
said from 1 year, I think, to about 8 years, they said the screen time should be 3 hours there. But I'm wondering, 3 hours in which place, you know? But that's the conversation we are going to have this morning. And we want you to call in. Now, the teaser question, the first question is, at what age should kids be exposed to the internet? Whether through the Android phones, the laptops, the desktop, anywhere. At what age do you think kids should be exposed to the internet? And then the second question is, what is the effect of technology on parenting? How has technology affected parenting? You can come in either from a type of positivity or negativity. So yeah, the studio lines are open for that conversation. Remember, when you call in, tell us your name, your location, please, straight to the question, either one you're answering, please, so that we'll take as many calls as we can. Welcome to the show. So let me ask, at what age, being a mama Gen Z?
At what age did you introduce
Me? Okay.
using phones to your children? Because like I told you, don't say normal phone. There's nothing like normal phone now.
I'm saying normal phone
now. Those who use normal phone is to have a second phone to some, because maybe they use their phone is for a second line, maybe their business line. You understand, for easy access to them, than to have enough time on their phone, life on their phone. Some use it that way, but the Android will definitely come along with the other phone. Now, if you see other people using just ordinary phone, maybe their phone had issues, they need an emergency phone just to be able to receive call for a while, they've been robbed, their phone has been stolen, and you know how expensive phones could be now. I don't want to start mentioning brands, because see, I tell you, some will tell you because you are holding a particular phone, you can use to buy a plot of land. And that plot of land you're talking about, do you know how much it's actually going to cost when you actually get to the place to purchase it? You give Bale money, you give this one money. Yeah, so when you put all that together, it's expensive to some. And some will tell you, I cannot afford this particular phone. Some will tell you, okay, I'll do higher purchase as I collect my salary.
Will pay
instrumental. So now, at what time, at what age? Because your own children are still very young.
Now, for me,
at what age and why did you
now I love the fact that you asked the why. When Ella started school, I think when she got to grade 4, she needed to learn coding, and so she needed a laptop. Now, that laptop was not connected to the internet because, of course, coding has this thing. They were using the school internet. But during the COVID era was when I had to get an iPad for the younger brother to learn, and then she was using the laptop. That was how I connected to the internet, and they've been using that iPad.
So that means both of them have an individual access to a gadget for them to be able to run school assignments. But that does not still stop them from doing other things.
No, it doesn't. In fact, the iPad is their main line they use for calling, for browsing, for research, anything they want to do.
I remember one of our guests mentioning some time ago that you don't give your child a phone when he or she cannot manage the provision that comes with the usage of such phones. And I agree. Why? Yeah. I may come to your house. I decide to give your kids some money. They are saving it. I want to believe so. That's if they do. And if some don't, then you find it difficult because you need to have to sustain the. Data? I remember also that same guest mentioned it. I don't want to mention the name now. He also said it that there was a time that the son, I think the daughter, after exhausting the data in the house from the router that they use in the house, that the boy said, Daddy, my data, I need to get data on my this. I have home assignment, and said, okay. Now this is what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that if you exhaust the duration or the particular data that is being given to you, then you have to use your money to sustain yourself until you cover the time, the duration. If you have to use it for a week or 2 weeks, then use your own savings to, because by the time they go here, they go there, where they are not supposed to go, definitely they will sustain time.
Okay, the studio lines are displayed on the screen. You can call in to send in your contribution.
The number to call is 08023036856. 08023036856. You can send in your text message if you can't call, or you can give us a call directly. And please, when you're calling, don't increase the volume of your TV set. Make sure everything is at normal as a normal, so that we can hear you and there will not be too much noise on the background in case you're in a noisy place. So I believe for you to have a child will be having, like you said, some will just give the phone. The baby is crying. In short, have you seen 2-year-old holding the phone and just flipping through? I
went through videos of toddlers holding phones, and it was
all these cartoons, all these cartoon apps on the mother's phone, and just you see them operating it like concentration.
And you dare not collect that
concentration
phone from them. You dare not.
And so say, that is how you spoil my screen. That is how you say, oh, okay, now even in the church, even in the mosque, you see the children, and some will say, they stole my phone. Oh, it's because that girl, I gave it to my daughter. It was carrying it around. Before you know it, the phone is gone. So when we talk about the age kids should start having Android phone, I think they need to start with monitoring.
Jokes apart, I lost the phone because of this thing you said.
Why not have a PC in the house that they can use alone if they want to do? See, I remember then we used to have a stationed phone box at home. When they come back, I can easily call the house and they will pick it. Yes. And we still have some of those phone boxes. We still have them. It helps. Sincerely, it helps. And if you're talking about giving them a phone, especially children who are in the boarding school now, do you think, except they will do it behind their teacher or their school authorities back, they are not supposed to have one? There was a time I could not afford to buy a phone for my children, and they're in boarding school. I have to call through their teachers, to talk to them, their house teachers, to talk to them. See, yeah, some will say maybe because you are poor. It's not a matter of being poor, it's a matter of discipline sometimes. You know, we get to a certain stage in life that we have everything. And because we have everything, we also want to make everything to go round, let it go round. Every member of my family have this, have that, have that. It's good, but excess. We have abused it. Even we adults talking, we have abused it. We have. So when you talk about screen time, I remember there was a time we talked about being on screen, and for how long. I had to ask, for how long? My research says that there will be a time you have to stay off the gadget, at least for your eyes to rest. For your eyes to rest, like 20 minutes in every 1 hour or 2 hours. You must rest for like 20 minutes. Close your eyes, just take your eyes off it. Because abuse of anything in life has a bad repercussion.
It does. It has a very bad repercussion.
And we need to work again so that we will not find ourselves. We said too much of sugar cause diabetes. Too much sugar in your eyes cause this. Too much of this in your nose causes this. So what are those things that we are really guiding against? Because we as adults, like I said, we have abused it. Everyone is abusing the usage of the screen time. Everyone.
Yeah, everyone is abusing the usage of screen time. Please, if you're trying to call in and you can't get us, send in messages, please. Calls are just cutting. Please send in messages. We'll read your messages as much as we can. If you're trying to call in, you can't get the number, it's not going through. Just send in your messages, please. Let's go on a break, and when we return, we'll continue our conversation. Don't go anywhere. Come back from our world of marvel. Technology is a good thing, but to control is the better way. Learn to control technology. Don't allow technology control you. Like somebody said, don't let AI control you, control AI. The student online to call once again is 08023068856. Please, you can call in. If you can get us, you can send in a text message. I think we had a text message in here already. We are still discussing screen time and technology, the effect on parenting. And the first question is, at what age should kids be exposed to the Android phones via internet? And the second question is, what is the effect of technology on parenting? You can come in either from a positive or from the negative side and give us your view critically, constructively. Tell us why you think or what you think about technology on parenting. I once saw a video where a mother was talking to a child, and the child was head bound to the phone, just staring at the screen. And the mom was saying, I'm talking to you. And the child lifted up and said, I'll get back to you when I'm done with my game. And of course, that can only happen in the other side, not in our African setting, because before you finish that conversation, you have received one land of slap on, on the other side. Trust our African parents. Shout out to them. We are doing a great job, And when I watched that video over and over again, I was just like imagining it happening to me. I think the first thing maybe trying to control anger is I'll just seize it. You're not going to see it for that period of time. You're not going to have access to that particular phone, And the child said, I'll get back to you when I'm done watching and playing my game.
Get back.
And I'm like, okay.
It's still busy.
I said, okay.
There was a video that I saw online, something like that, but the mother went immediately, pick up her phone and went to the parenting guide, Google parenting guide, and just stop every activity on that. That's another way you can put a check on the usage, the access to screen for the children. You monitor them, even their safety is monitored with that Google safety. It's monitored, except they are able to get your password and also work on your own phone. That's the only way they can not. You understand? You will not be able to access that phone or put that phone in safety. It helps to guide whatever they watch or see on their phone. It helps to also put them to sleep when they have to sleep. I remember when my kids were young, what we do is in the room, the TV must go off by 9. Everybody go to sleep, go to bed. Whatever you have to do, everyone should go to bed. And, because mothers will always sleep late. Mothers sleep late.
Sure.
Some daddies too do. I'm not saying they are not caring or anything. Maybe when you just notice some noise in their room, or in short, there was a time someone said it is totally wrong for you to have TV in them because it's a part of the screen.
Yes, it's a part of screen.
So he said it's totally wrong for you if you want to actually make those children to be monitored, their screen activity to be monitored. It's wrong for you to have television in their room. So the only place you can have, maybe I'm thinking all these wealthy, rich,
like you put televisions in your
in every room.
And then you put it in the kitchen too when you're cooking.
Oh, so what do you?
So do? What happens to that?
And sometimes we try to go to every to an out of place, because a child in your daughter and your son's class has a phone. Your daughter comes home and say, "Mommy, I remember. I remember someone told me when I think was it my son or someone was in 200 level, and the person like, what does he want to use laptop for? I say, hey, in 200 level, are you in this same? When the moment from private universities, the moment you
That's the
drop
first
out your
thing they
son,
ask for the
they will tell you
demand
they
for.
must
Yeah, they'll
need to.
tell
It's
you
part
they
of the
need this. It's
requirement
part
for
of
you for that child
requirements.
to get into that
Yes.
institution, in that private institution.
And some secondary schools
So for
too.
200,
Some
you're now
secondaries too.
saying what is he doing with? That was when Yahoo was just coming
up, and
I said, which kind of life is this for? Poverty no go finish some people. Which kind
it's just the mentality that some people have, when it comes to gadgets and
So how can you say 200 level should not have a laptop to work
But-
with in school?
now I remember what one of our guests said to me, and she said that the husband controls what the kids, when they shut the kids phone from his phone. I think at some time, okay, let's pick our first caller. Hello, good morning. Your name and location where you're calling us from. Okay, if you can't get us, please send in text messages. We will read your text messages.
Yeah,
and then she said that they just monitor the time. When it's time, he just shuts it off from his end. And the kids are like, oh, we're trying to. And he said, well, it's bedtime, Okay, let's pick this call.
Go to bed.
Hello, good morning. Your name and location where you're calling us from. Your location, please. Okay, welcome to the show. So what's your take? At what age should kids be given access to Android and the internet?
Can you tune down the volume of your TV set? Or else we're going to hang up this one.
Okay, so your take is when the child wants to get into the university, that's when an Android and internet can be given to that child, right? Okay, on our second question, what's your take on technology and parenting? All right, thank you very much for calling.
Thank you for calling.
Hello, good morning. Your name and location. Okay, we missed that call.
You can send a text message. Surely read it.
The way she's saying, watch them, and I'm thinking.
You didn't let me ask. I wanted to ask her how is any of our kids using a phone? Yeah, as parents, it's easier said than done. But how many of us really do, take it to work, to practice, to work with it? It's good for us to be on this side. When you are on that side, it's another thing. Hello, good morning. Okay. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Olubenga Noble.
Okay, Mr. Olubenga Noble Adele. Is that it? So what's your contribution to what we're discussing? What do you think parents should do to guide their children on Android phones?
Parents should allow their child to keep away from the phone because so many things in the internet. Some child will take the phone and watching the blue film instead of them to be reading their book. And so the government is here, they are using it to study. And so child, they will stay playing games, watching nonsense in the phone.
At what age do you think we should give our phone to children, or give a phone, a personal phone to children?
20 years is okay.
Okay. So all your kids now, when they get to 20, that's when you're going to hand them one. Mr. Benga.
But me, I'm only calling my child in the house.
Okay. That's very good of you. Please keep it up.
I bought a phone for him.
That's good. Thank you so much for doing that. Just keep it up.
You didn't tell us your location. Where are you calling from?
Ogun State.
Ogun
Ogun
State.
State. Oh,
All right.
Jory. Thank you
Jory,
so
thank
much.
you so
Regards
much
to
for
everyone.
calling.
Have a
Thank
beautiful
you.
weekend. So you heard it. You heard it.
You know, just like you were saying, it's easier said than done. Okay, we have another caller. Hello, good morning. Your name and location. Okay, we missed that
Did you
call.
see the video going viral on like 3 young teenage girls? According to what is written, I think they're in boarding school or they are roommates, and they decide to just put their phone, on activation live and started dancing, wearing spag and before a camisole, and before you know it, I think they were, pulling off their clothes, showing their nakedness, dancing. 3 young teenage, they are not that, I don't want to
All
be
right,
in their
let's pick
20s.
the score. Hello, good morning. Your name and location where you're calling us from. Okay.
So it's so when I saw that video, I just went back and I was like, God, please save me. Oh,
You know, it's the
please
fact that
help
he
my
said,
daughter in school. Oh.
I'm watching.
And what will you now call that? Will you say it is peer pressure? Will you say coming together of those 3 young girls? Almighty Father.
That was the wrong connection. Let's pick the score. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Okay, so it's really
I feel like in that
lot.
in that video you could see peer pressure in display. Now it has nothing. I think it has lesser thing to do with parenting. There are little things you can control, just like our guest will say, home will always call what you imbibe. Now sometimes you ask yourself, what if you put in everything and this child goes out there
to still
find what you least expected? What will you do? Hello, good morning. Your name and location where you're calling us from. Okay, we missed that call.
It's really sad.
Sometimes you just ask yourself, just like you said, it's easier said than done. When you say, how many times are you going to watch a child? Are you going to, okay, the child is one, then you're standing there. They would definitely want you to see what you see.
Imagine the picture, that video gets to the hand of the father of those girls. And, there must be a bad
there was a,
there must be a bad
there was a time my daughter will hold the tap and I'm like, Mama, what are you doing? And then she goes and clears up the history. So I don't have an idea of what she was. I said, okay, no problem. I know what to do. I said, no problem. So when she's watching, I would just tiptoe and stand at her back. And then I noticed she was watching all these series, all these Korean series. And then when I come, she's like, hey, mommy, I said, hey, calm down.
What do you gain from it?
What do you get?
Yeah, it's good for you to want to understand it's your time to explore and all that, but you're exploring on the right path. God will help us. God will guide us because we as parents have a whole lot to do. We have a whole lot.
One that she was searching something, and the first question that came out, once you're typing, it brings out maybe history, and then I saw, how do you take off a 2-week-old pregnancy? And I said, hold on. How did this pop up on the history? And she said, no. I said, I'm not. Well, how did it? I want to understand. How did? And she said, okay, maybe when I took it to school and gave a friend, I called the school. I said, was there any time people had anything that had to do? Because, history would not lie. We always give you something similar, what you could not conclude. And then
a suggestion.
And then I realized, in the course of her taking her tab to school during the holiday, one of her seniors had searched for that. And when I found out, I said, this will be the last time you would ever. And she said, I don't know. I said, now this is it.
Now you know.
Now you know. So next time you are wise. Because I felt like, what is this question doing here?
Once in a while also, you can always go through their phones. Yeah, it's good. I'm not saying your husband's phone or your wife's phone now, because we know what happens to the husband's phone.
Remember that video of my king beats me small, a mistake.
They said it was a skit.
Is it a mistake?
I learned later that it was a skit.
That better be a skit.
The core of the matter is this: don't go and start searching your husband or your wife's phone. Don't give yourself high blood pressure. Like waiting this man, Dr. Apoko will talk. Now, the core of the matter is this: once in a while, use this opportunity to check on their phones, just like you go through their things. Many parents leave their children's items unattended to, their school bags, their wardrobe. You take care of the home now. There will be a time you will not be at home or fast asleep. As a mother, you have access. You should have the authority. The same thing applies to their gadgets. You can always go through it. Use it. When you use it, whatever it is they have worked with. And if you are the type that do not understand how to use these gadgets, God will help you, because it's not going to be easy, because you need all the intellect, all the knowledge for you to be able to know when things are going wrong. And when you find it, don't be harsh, don't shout, don't scream. Bring them closer to you. Bring them closer to you for you to get to know why. What happened? How did you find yourself here? That's the best way to attend to that situation. Because if you start making noise, if you start screaming, you think with daddy they will be able to tell you, okay. Except if, you believe that you can handle it alone. If you cannot, call your husband, discuss it. Let it be known to him so that you both will be able to know how you will handle it, and you are not dealing with the situation alone. It's very important.
Very, very important. We are going to take we have a message here. We're going to read that message along the line. Okay, yes, because our time is running out. Let me read the message right away. Just like we said, if you cannot call in, send in message. Okay, this is from Mr. Justice Ezekiel from area. Please, I think, where is this area? I don't know. He said, I think he is talking about handling phones during the university. Irekpita. Okay. He said university before using the phone, that when your child gets to the university, that's when you can give them the phone to make use of. But for everybody saying before university, let's be realistic. How true is it? How genuine? How sincere are we as parents?
Many of the
You
parents
get
away with the fact that our children, it's time for them. They are old enough. It's a 13th birthday.
University is not.
Let me start from that. It's my daughter's 13th birthday, and I think she has everything. It's just that I need to give her a phone. She's been using mine, and I don't want her to be using mine for too long. So let's start from that. On that note, we pray God will give you wisdom to know how and when. But sincerely, if they are not responsible enough to have savings, you don't give them an Android phone. You don't even make them have it. It's not the best thing, because if you don't give them the data, they find the data somewhere else. Okay, so make sure you make them to be responsible to save, and also to be responsible to manage whatever airtime or data you have given to them, and they will not exhaust it before time. God will help us. And also go to the Google Parenting Guide. It helps. It helps. It helps. It has helped me. And I believe it will help you too. I wish you the very best of the weekend. Don't forget, it's another beautiful weekend. Enjoy it. Love yourself. Celebrate yourself. Be intentional about yourself. You, yourself, and I have a beautiful and a splendid weekend. My name is Remain Olori. See you next week. Bye for now.
Yes, just like Olori has said, but I would also add that technology has helped a lot of children climb the ladder of success. You can leverage on it and take away the negativity, but we are just saying be careful. cut excess screen time and technology on children. So it will help them, especially the younger ones. That's where the younger, they have no business with too much of screen time and technology. Communication and parenting will do a lot of work in that. I'm going to say a very big thank you to everyone that made this production a success. To my beautiful co-host, I love you, thank you. And to everyone behind the camera, Crown, Johnson, Coyote, everyone, the control room, the Earth station, and of course to Mr. Tesla and Mr. Adewale. Thank you to all the guests that joined us via Zoom and live. We appreciate you. And to you, our viewers, thank you for making family and values. What did we love you? Like, it's weekend. I'm always excited because I'll be resting. We'll see you next week as Mama Gen Z Larry takes us on another brown news section of topics. Don't miss next week's conversation for any. Don't miss it. I am Princess Joy Eyo Abu. Enjoy a merciful, graceful weekend. Well, if you have one back, call me. I'm available for enjoyment. Minister of Enjoyment is available. All right. Have a peaceful weekend. Bye.